What's up, y'all? Come with me to film a sit down introduction of a hell of a podcast before I drop episode 1. Hey, y'all, and welcome to a hell of a podcast. Happy Labor Day to everybody. I hope y'all had a wonderful day. Um, I know. It's been a long time coming. I know I told y'all, hey, I'm dropping a podcast. Y'all follow my page. I'm gonna be uploading soon. Soon turned into 1 week, then it turned into 2 weeks, then it turned into 3 weeks. But nonetheless, I'm here. And tonight I will be dropping episode 1 of a hell of a podcast, y'all. I am on cloud heaven. Hold on. Before I continue, and Lord, before I ask you for anything, I thank you for everything. I literally wake up every morning and I say that, just because without God, y'all, without whoever you believe in, your higher power, you got to understand and realize that a lot of things wouldn't even be possible. So make sure you give thanks. And before you ask for anything, thank God for everything. But yeah, we are here, y'all. We here. I don't know. I'm excited. Like, I'm freaking excited. Like I said, I'm on cloud heaven. Um, Recording the first episode was so surreal. It was just like a lot of emotions going on, but I just want to say, like, I'm super proud of myself. I just want to say that to you. Say that to you. Can you say that to yourself, girl? Be proud of yourself. Like, I am proud of me. I am proud of me. I am proud of me. It's been a long time coming, like I said. But yeah, I done kicked off my shoes, y'all. And I'm going to get comfortable. Because that's what my podcast is all about. Um, I wanted to come on and do a quick introduction. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long because I know y'all ready to see the first episode. Um, and I'm gonna be dropping it for sure. But I'm gonna do a double upload for y'all. I thought, I don't know, I'm an overthinker. If anybody can relate, let me know. But I'm an overthinker, right? And with anything that I do, I'm not. I understand things. Everything's not gonna be perfect, right? But in a sense, I like to perfect my craft as much as I can. And again, I understand that there's still always going to be room for improvement, room to grow, room to learn, elevate, things like that. But I just want to make sure whatever I put out um, serves serves my purpose, because that's the whole point of me creating a podcast, is me serving my purpose. So yeah, before I put anything out, I just like to look at it and make sure that it's what it's the vision that I had behind it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all that really was going on. Of course, time in school started, football starting. I'm a mom before anything else, so I got to make sure that my household and my son and everything else is in order. But again, I wholeheartedly appreciate y'all for blindly following me and entrusting me and believing in me, really, when it comes to dropping this podcast. So yeah, let me drink my little sip a little tea. Actually, cheers. Cheers to new beginnings. Cheers to stepping outside of my comfort zone and just putting myself in an uncomfortable situation, but for the better. I just, like, we got to do that, y'all. Like, y'all got to step outside your comfort zone and do things that you've never done before, because as long as you stay comfortable, you're going to continue to be in the place that you're in right now. So I encourage whoever, y'all, just, if it's something that you want to do, whatever, like, step outside your comfort zone, just go for it. Nothing beats a failure than a person who doesn't try. Like, if you don't try, how will you know? If you don't fail, how will you know? Like, you gotta try. You fall and get yourself back up. You know what I'm saying? I say it all the time in my message of the days and things like that, y'all. But again, we keep coming back to again and again and again because I'm nervous. But it is what it is. This is it's happening. Um I'm all over the place, but that's why it's called a hell of a podcast, y'all. Because again, we're gonna be talking about a hell of a lot of shit. I wanted to come on and really just kind of give even more information about my podcast and a brief introduction to the first episode that will be dropping, y'all, because the first episode is a very vulnerable one. Okay, I told y'all, hell of a podcast. We're gonna be talking about, you know, relevant, relatable topics. People gonna be telling their testimonies. We're gonna be doing interviews, collabs, like things of that nature. Kids are gonna come on. You know what I mean? Like I'm a firm believer in allowing kids to express their emotions and their feelings and things like that. And so I want to give kids, you know what I'm saying, the space to open up and say what they gotta say too. Like kids need to be heard just as much as adults do. You know what I mean? So it's all it's a lot. It's a hell of a lot of shit. Period. That's this is it's the name speaks for itself, literally. Um, but yeah, this first episode is a vulnerable one. You will see in the episode that I'm extremely nervous. I've already dropped a snippet of it, so y'all see that the first person is my mom. You can tell that we one and the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm nervous, she nervous. You see me sitting all like sitting like this, like girl, relax. I had to as I'm looking back at the video, I'm like, girl, relax a little bit. Ooh. But I mean, I guess that's normal. You know what I mean? As time goes on, it'll become more comfortable and the way that I speak and articulate my words, it'll come naturally. You know what I mean? I just was again like I'm putting my name behind this. This is something I'm very passionate about. So of course, when you're passionate about something, you want it to serve its purpose again. So yeah, the episode is going to tell a little bit about my childhood. A lot of people who know me, who I went to high school with and things like that, don't know this side of my life. Like they don't know what I've been through. You know what I mean? But like I said, everybody has a story that y'all will hear. Like everybody has a story to tell, and sometimes you never really know what a person has been through. You never really know, none of that. And when you get an insight on, a person's story or what they've been through, sometimes it makes a little bit more sense why they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say like people should make excuses because of where they've been or where they come from or things like that. But you will see that I'm not a product of my environment. When y'all hear my mama's story, when y'all hear her testimony, y'all gonna be like, dang, Kenya came from that. I sure did, and I ain't ashamed of it. There was a point in time where I used to be like, I would tell nobody, like, none of that. Like, I was ashamed to speak on it, you know what I mean? But as I've gotten older, I understand the importance of, um, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, just, I'm not necessarily saying you gotta be proud of where you came from, but you know what I'm saying? Like, embrace that. You know what I mean? Especially if you've overcame. Why not? Why wouldn't I embrace that? You know what I mean? And show people like you can make it out of that. You can make something out of yourself. You can be a better person. That doesn't define who you are. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like that's literally what it is. It's a vulnerable testimony. My mom is telling her story. I don't really speak too much in it. The episode actually didn't go how I thought it was going to go. I thought I was going to be, it's going to be kind of like a question and answer, interview type podcast, but or interview. I'm sorry, but it was a testimony episode, and I don't regret anything about it. I think it went the way that it was supposed to go. Sometimes when you think something is supposed to be a certain way and it ends up being another way, that other way may have actually been the way that it was meant to be. I hope that makes sense. Y'all follow me, okay? Follow me. But yeah, so I don't regret how it went. I'm super proud of myself. I'm proud of my mom. I'm just happy to be here. Like, I'm just happy to be here. So every episode is not going to be like that. There are going to be, group discussions. There are going to be times when you see more than, just me and someone else. There'll be a group of people. It's just going to be a hell of a lot of shit going on. A hell of a lot of shit going on. But this is what the podcast is about, right? It's about getting comfortable, like just being yourself, speaking your mind, speaking your piece, just if you got an opinion, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion, right? If you got an opinion, speak on that. And a lot of times too, what you may think or how you may feel about something, another person may feel another way about it. And sometimes it's about having an open mind too. And I've learned this as I've gotten older. I've opened my mind to be able to hear perspectives of other people. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff that, maybe I'm standing in business, like this is how I feel and that's how I feel. But my mind is actually open more now that sometimes people say stuff and it's like, I never really thought of it that way. And I think that it's amazing to have people around you that are on the same wavelength as you and on the same that got the same mindset that you have, and that you can learn from and that you can grow from and that you can see different perspectives of in terms of like a lot of different things within life. So yeah, that's the purpose of it. I respect, there are people in my corner, I respect them so much, and go to them and ask them for insight on this and insight on that, and I respect their opinion. I respect their perspective. So yeah. um yeah. Y'all can see why I started a podcast, because once I really get into something and I start getting passionate about a topic, like I can go on and then my mind gets erased and I'm thinking about this, then I'm thinking about that, then I'm thinking about this. But yeah. um yeah, I just want to say, again, welcome, 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 welcome. I hope y'all enjoy. I know y'all will enjoy. Again, every episode is not going to be for everybody. Um, you'll be able to relate and resonate with some people on some episodes and some you won't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's that. Yeah, but I just wanted to again say, like, it's meant to be a non-judgment free zone. I'm not a judgmental person, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like my shit don't stink either. I've done things that I said I would never do. So that's another thing. I ain't want to never say never. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what curveballs life will throw your way. So I never say never. I never judge. I'm not gonna say I never judge, but I don't judge anymore. I'm not a judgmental person, especially consider where I come from and what I've been through and things like that. It's like, how can you judge? Who are we to judge? Period. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, safe space, just open, comfortable, be yourself. You know what I mean? I had to come back and do an introduction because, again, like I said, just looking back at the video, I found myself being super like, okay, so point one, let's talk about let's talk about, you know what I mean? But it's okay. I mean, again, it's part of the process. I have to learn and grow and adjust and things like that. But yeah, that's what I came on to say. I want to give a couple shout outs and appreciations. If y'all know me, y'all know, like, I love to say thank you and I love to appreciate those who appreciate me. You know what I mean? It's just who I am, and that's who I've always been, and that's who I will always be. So, with that being said, I just want to say thank you to my friends, thank you to my family, those who genuinely are happy for me and that support me and like that want to show up for me. You know what I mean? Like in my first recording, like my friends actually came. It's like, we just want to be there for more support. We're gonna sit in the background and watch you record your episode. Like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that meant so much to me. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Um, and to the person who actually is behind the cameras, um, recording my videos and things like that, I appreciate you 100%. Like, because you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? I just so happen to be blessed to know someone who has a media company, and they heard my vision, believed in my vision, and actually pushed me to, like, hey, do that. That's something you've been talking about for a while. You should do that. I can do this. I can do that for you. Like, you should do that. So I 100% appreciate you. Right now, this is probably the only video that I will see by myself. I feel like I converse a little bit better when I have someone to bounce off of. You know what I mean? I mean, it is my podcast, but I have reached out to multiple people that I actually want to come on my podcast. And shout out to all y'all, because everyone that I've actually went to and asked to be a part of it has said yes. So I appreciate y'all, and I want y'all to know, if I have reached out to you and asked you, hey, Do you, I want you to be on my podcast. Is this something that you want to do or whatever? Know that it's for a reason. There's a reason why I've reached out to you to ask you to be on my podcast. And I won't blindly put anybody on here. I'll always make sure to let whoever I invite know, like, hey, this is what I want to discuss. Because I never want to put anybody in a situation that doesn't make them feel right. Everyone has the what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all, I went blank. I don't know the word I'm looking for. But everyone wants ugh, I'll come back to it because I can't remember. I just went blank. But what I'm trying to say is I don't want to force anyone to tell a story if they're not ready to tell it. There we go. That's not the word I was looking for, but that's the gist of what I was trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own time, their own season when they're ready to open up and whatever. And it may not even be a story. You know what I'm saying? It could just be something that I maybe have observed from afar and that I appreciate it. You don't even know how it helped me. You know what I mean? So if I've asked you to be on my podcast, just know it's a reason behind it. So yeah, I don't know what else to say, y'all. That's pretty much it. I really wanted to take this time to just come on here by myself, um, and just have the room to speak freely. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Let me just say a couple things before I leave because I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I know y'all ready to watch the first episode, Chad. I gotta get it uploaded, but I'm gonna upload this one, of course, before I do that one. If you are at a point to where you're stuck and you don't know which way to go, like you want to do something with your life, you don't know exactly what it is, or you have an idea of what you want to do but you don't know where to start, y'all write it down. That's where it started with me, in my notes. I write stuff down in my notes. I write stuff down in these books, y'all. Literally, these books I've had for, or like these little journals I've had for years. And I feel like they came at the right time. And I have two because they have different sayings on the outside of them. This one says, let your requests be known unto God. And that's Philippians 4 and 6. So I write in this one, for specific things. And then I came across this one time, just literally in Family Dollar shopping around. It says, the time is now. And so I write in that one for specific things. And when you write stuff down, y'all, and I understand faith without work is dead. So again, you can't keep praying for something and just write it down and expect it to surpass, or come to pass. You have to actually put the work behind it. But writing it down is a start. I mean, of course, it starts in your mind, your ideas, but you got to write it down. Write it down, and then knock it off one by one. You will feel accomplished when you create a list and you start crossing the list out one by one. Create short term goals, long term goals. Don't put too much on your plate at one time, though. Just split it up. Okay, this week, start week by week. This week, I'm going to accomplish this, and this. Okay, this week, I'm going to accomplish this, and this. Within 3 months, I'm going to have this. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are just a couple of things that I did within myself, just some tips, and hopefully that helps somebody. Yeah, let me sip a little bit more of my wine. um, but yeah, that's it, y'all. I really wanted to bring my kiddo with me. I wanted to bring baby Paul. He was gonna come. I wanted him to give um a little couple words. Y'all know, if y'all know baby Paul, baby, he been here before. Everybody says he has a soul of a 40 or 50-year-old man. Like, I don't know. This kid is so smart. I'm just so blessed. I'm so blessed. But baby, kids want to be kids, and that is perfectly fine. He outside playing somewhere, and I ain't mad at him. I love that for him. We got to get our kids off these games, baby. They be so caught up in technology. I'm getting off topic, baby. Here, that's why it's called a head of a pot. Y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? I literally get like this. I get like this. I get to talk about one thing, then I want to talk about another, then I want to talk about. That's why I got to make sure these podcasts is structured. I got to make sure. I promise y'all, it's gonna flow. Just bear with me. It's gonna flow. I promise you, it's gonna flow. It is. It's gonna flow. Um, But that's it, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out because if I don't, I will literally keep going on and on and on and on and on. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, and I'm gonna let y'all go before I get to talking a little too much. But just remember, y'all, don't give up. If you got a dream, a goal, a passion, go for it. Nothing beats a failure than a person who does not try. You gotta try, y'all. And if you fall, dust yourself off, get back up, and just try it again. All right. So again, I hope y'all had a wonderful Labor Day. I hope y'all are ready for episode 1, where my mom is telling her testimony. Y'all get to see a little bit more insight on my childhood a little bit. It's a vulnerable moment for her and also a vulnerable moment for me, but I'm not ashamed. I'm excited. I'm excited to, start this thing and for where this thing is gonna go and for whoever is meant to touch. So tune in for episode 1 of a hell of a podcast where we talk about a hell of a lot of shit. Bye, y'all.